Good morning, students. I am your English teacher, Rakesh Suthar. I welcome you all on APS E-Class channel. Today, we will discuss a lesson from Supplementary Reader and Alien Hand from class 7th. The title of the lesson is The Tiny Teacher. As the title says, tiny. So this lesson is about a very tiny creature that is an ant, and the writer of this lesson wants us to learn a lot of things from this tiny creature. So through this journey we will come to know about the habitat and various activities which these ants perform during their lifespan and how they can be a teacher to us. So let's begin. The theme of this lesson is basically this entire lesson moves around the activities of ants. So basically we are going to learn about lives of ants and the nature and the biology of ants. Let's have the introduction of this lesson. The tiny teacher depicts the dedication of the smallest creature towards their duties assigned them to perform in a very sincere way. Dedication means when you are devoted to do something, you are bound to do something and you have the feel to do something without any instruction time and again. Being the hard-working and intelligent creature, they perform their duties in the form of cleaners, nurses, workers, soldiers, and trainers. So basically, these are the duties which are assigned to different ants, and they do it very diligently, very sincerely. They live in an ant hill having hundreds of little rooms and passes for all ants. The place where ants live is known as ant hill. The queen ant only lay eggs after its wedding flight with the drone through the life cycle, which is egg, grub, cocoon, and ant. That is the life cycle of an ant. This is how an ant gets birth. A perfect ant appears. They learn their duties from old ant and ready to survive in the world of work like cleaners, nurses, workers, soldiers, and trainers. They also allow other creatures to live in their ant hill to get pleasant smell, sweet juice, and playthings. It means they are also having some tenants which live with them, and those tenants are helpful to them in various ways. People should learn many qualities from this wisest creature: hard work, sense of duty, and discipline, loyalty towards their country. This was the introduction for this lesson. Now let's summarize this lesson. The ant, being a smallest insect, is an intelligent and hard-working creature. As it is the commonest insect, because we can find this ant in our surrounding everywhere. And basically, we found two types of ants. We know a number of facts about it. An ant has feelers, which is called antennae. It uses them to talk and greet other ants while moving up or down the wall. The black or red ones are the commonest among them. The black one and red one. These are the two kinds of ants which we observe, which we find in our surrounding. And everybody has seen whenever a line of ant moves on any surface, whenever they greet or meet any ant which is coming from opposite side, they always touch their antennae. Okay, so this is a way of communication. This is a way of transferring message from one to another. They live in their comfortable homes, generally called nests or ant hills. Just below the surface of the soil, Each anthill has hundreds of little rooms and passages. The queen ant lays eggs in some of these rooms. So the mother of all these ants is one, that is the queen ant. In the lifetime of queen ant, the only one thing it does, that is laying eggs. So in that ant hill there are various rooms, and in those rooms this queen ant lays eggs. Other rooms are nurseries, stores, reserved quarters, and separate barracks, etc. So this anthill is having segregation of different rooms. There are lots of rooms, and those different rooms are used for different purposes. Some rooms are there for laying eggs. Some rooms are there for nurseries to brought up these young ones of ants, to take care of those eggs, grubs and cocoon. There are some rooms where they store food, so that is a store. Then there are some reserved quarters as well. These reserved quarters serve for their specific purposes. And then there are separate barracks for soldiers as well. Ants of each category carry their duty sincerely without disturbing the other. This is a very fantastic thing about this ant which we can learn. So basically, no ant disturbs other ant. Whatever duty, whatever work is assigned to them, they do it diligently. This is the reason why the ant enjoys a peaceful life. So this is a mantra for a peaceful life. It means live your life, do not disturb others. The queen ant is the mother of entire population of the colony. Its lifespan is about 15 years. After wedding flight with the male ant, which is called as drone, on a hot summer day, it comes back to earth without wings to lay eggs. Okay, so after wedding flight, the queen ant, which had wings before this flight, but after that flight, she bites off her wings, and after that in her life there is only one work, that is laying eggs. In a few days, grubs come out of the eggs. Soldier ants guard them, while worker ants feed them and help them in growing up. So here we can see how different ants are assigned different duties and how they perform their duties in a right manner. So the purpose of soldier ants is to guard the eggs as well as ant. Worker ants feed them. Worker ants bring food and feed those grubs, and they help those grubs to grow up. After 2 or 3 weeks, grubs become cocoons, which then break and perfect ant appears. After 2 3 weeks, those grubs they turn into cocoons, and from those cocoon perfect ants appear. New ants are taught and trained by old ants. After a few weeks training, the small ants become ready to work. An anthill is also the home of other creatures like beetles, lesser breed of ants, and the green fly. The ants give them shelter because they get sweet juices and pleasant smell from them. The green fly is an ant scout. Remember this name, green fly. Green fly is known as ant scout. So these are then the alien insects which are found in an anthill, and these alien insects are kept on some purpose. As I have already told you, so these out of these animals, out of these insects, some insects give pleasant fragrance, which can be used as room freshener. There are some animals like green fly which give milk to them. Okay, so that is why it is being known as green fly. The ants give training to them to give honeydew with a touch of their antennae. Men can learn hard work, sense of duty and discipline, cleanliness and care for the young ones from it. So it means from the life of ants we can learn a lot of things. Moral of the lesson is, although ants are tiny creatures, they are being teachers. They are big teachers. Humans can learn hard work, duty, and discipline, cleanliness, caring for our young ones, and firm loyalty to the land from them. By working intelligently and bravely like them and behaving in a non interfering way, we too can live a peaceful life. So, this is a very good message, a very good learning from this lesson which we can take away with us. Thank you for watching this video. Read the text, and if you have any doubt, any query, kindly do reach me. Thank you.